Hey, welcome to Local Route Productions coverage of the 2019 New Year's Classic here at Lake Chabot in Oakland, California.
This is the first 9 holes from the Hills course. This is a brand new track of 18 holes.
Yeah, once again, we've got Louis Bitney and Gregg Barsby, two of our local Northern California heroes. We also have joining this card Andrew Scooter Bailey, who is the leader actually going into this round, and Mike Sale, who's a San Francisco golfer, tied with actually 3 others at +1, and we had to determine a tiebreaker there, which was, I guess, we went to the PDGA rules, and it's based on their PDGA number.
That's right. And in fact, I'm going to correct you on one thing there.
All right.
All 4 of these guys are my heroes. And if you're watching the footage there, you will see that Louis Bitney and Corey are different people.
There has been, a lot of debate about that recently. I don't know. I think the jury's still out. I'd like the mystery to continue.
We are very good at special effects here at Local Route. Here we are on hole number 1, a par 4, 576 feet uphill.
Playing off to the left, there is a road that's OB pretty close to the basket. Otherwise, fairly open shot.
Yeah, these guys are going to really have to let one rip here. I don't think anyone's thinking they're going to get to the basket, so staying in the middle of the fairway is pretty important.
Looks like a good shot.
Total lefty hole.
I'm not sure that's true, but looks pretty even.
And Bitney puts a nice move on this one.
Yeah, nice.
Really, this one's just about getting as far down there as you can without getting too close to the road. Mike Sale with a big windup there. He's got a very interesting form. And he's probably closest to the basket there.
This is a par 4, so I guess a lot of these guys want to get a 3, and that looks pretty good for that.
Yeah, again, all about the upshot here. Getting really close to that basket so you don't have too tough a putt.
That's pretty dang good.
And Sale here. Looks like he's going to throw a nice old hyzer there and pass the basket.
Past the cameraman even, but still probably within the circle. Bitney with a forehand upshot just kind of curls around that tree. Let's see if Barsby can get his birdie. Oh, man, right off the cage.
You can see that flag whipping.
Yeah, there's wind.
Just off the edge of the cage.
Andrew Bailey nails his. Nice.
That's about the perfect spot to hit when you want it to stay.
Mike Sale sort of ducking around this tree and just puts it a little left. Bitney will chain in for par. Looks like the rest of these guys will par out as well. So Andrew Bailey really securing his lead here.
Yeah, taking a stroke on the field. Pretty nice. All about making those putts. Hole number 2, about 440 feet, playing downhill. You got to get underneath those trees. There's OB on the right and past the basket. So a good controlled approach shot is important unless you can just get there.
How about that cart path?
That's all safe. Yeah, for this first run on this brand new course, we didn't add too many OBs except where they were necessary for safety or just to keep people moving along.
Obviously, this is California, so you've got the 2-meter rule in effect, which could come into play in some of these.
Yeah, I don't think that came into play on our first round at all with these players. It's pretty rare to see one stuck in a tree here at Lake Chabot.
I mean, I guess that's part of the character. Oh, nice.
That's pretty good.
Part of the character of setting up a disc golf track on these golf courses. Oh, come on, Mike.
He's going to need that one to come back.
Fight back.
And
Ooh.
it does not. A smooth forehand there from Hale. Gets him, should be close enough to close that one out.
Again, disc
Nice
golf
run.
has never been played on this course. So this, except for maybe a couple of initial rounds to sort of try out some of the lines. You helped establish this layout, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to talk at all about that?
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. That one just bounced right through the chains there. And Barsby sneaks one in for the birdie. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Riley, Scott Riley, Leonard Muse, and I worked on the layout together. Basically just tried to get... just leaves that one a little bit low. Tried to get as much technicality as we could. You know, playing in a ball golf course, there's always big open fairways and a lot of distance. We tried to add that disc golf technicality to it as much as possible. So you see them playing along the lines to the sides of the fairways as much as we can. And,
kind of keeping with the flow of the golf.
That was important, yeah. We want to stay with the flow of the regular golf so that if this becomes a permanent course, it's no big deal.
That's great. And here you see, I guess you put the tee pad sort of near some of these trees, and they have to get through those to get to the basket. We're going to see a big forehand here from Barsby. Nice.
Pretty much parks this one. And Bitney following the same line there, looking like he is going to be a little bit short and hits those trees. And a tough putt. And lefty takes the lefty route, but...
Ooh,
OB.
the road and beyond is OB on that one.
Just a little too much pop on that. And Hale with a smooth forehand.
I like that. He really left it out to the left. Oh, tombstoned a little left. Downhill putt here by Bailey. Pretty good look.
Laying up on this one with that wind. And Bitney's flipped his disc upside down.
Turned his disc over.
It seems like a good move there.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of a Patrick Brown style move. Yeah, you can tell the wind's picking up here. The video coverage, won't always pick up what the wind is doing. Obviously, the wind is clear, but you'll get some indication by the flags and their clothing and everything. And you can just imagine what it's like playing in this cold, wet, windy condition. If any of you have ever tried that, it's kind of miserable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a short hole though, uphill. You've got the bunker to the right and the green. Shouldn't be too hard to get a birdie for these guys. Barsby throwing around the left side of that tree and pretty much parks it.
Bitney going to the right. Ends up in the same area.
Yeah, this is one of those holes where all three of us, me, Riley, and Leonard, came out here and we all saw the same thing. And it's nice when we all aligned like that. Wasn't always the case. There was a lot of discussion on some of this. But...
I'm sure.
Ooh, and hits that tree,
Stop.
rolls and stops.
I guess there is a golf green and a bunker there on the right, but these guys avoided that. Oh, right off the top of the cage.
Good run. And Bailey showing that he's very aggressive on the basket early on here. And, when we talked to him, his favorite part of the game is putting. That's what he said. I don't know how many people would say that. I actually really don't know.
Right?
How many people really like putting?
That's probably why he's so good.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of players love driving,
Yeah,
driving on a hole like this.
Yeah, this hole's amazing. Big downhill, 729 feet. You got to get down there and then weave your way through these trees, and you got to stay short of that path. The path and beyond our OB here.
That smoky air quality really gives a cool look to those shots. Yeah, this is nice. You have a lot of space to just rip it out into, and forehand here looking good, but still that's going to be short of where the basket is.
That's still like a 600-foot throw, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. These guys are going to give it all they can to try to get there, but I don't imagine anyone will. Oh, that looks like maybe it slipped out of his hand. Something that can definitely happen on these wet days. But there is not OB over there on this one, so he is safe, but has a tree or two in his way. Bailey, that's great.
Oh, the wind just lifts it and then pushes it down.
Dumps it, yeah.
Yeah, and you'll see that a lot from these big top-of-the-world type shots here. The wind just plays with your disc when you're out that high in the air. This is a really nice upshot here from Sale.
That's great. Again, this is a par 4.
Here's Bailey's upshot. And a skip.
Whoa! That almost got in, man.
Very nice.
That'll be birdie.
Bitney's upshot here hits a tree and ends up a little bit short. Yeah, we've seen discs do some crazy things out there under these conditions.
Yeah, I mean, during this weekend, I saw discs do things I'd never seen them do, from, crazy rolls uphill to air bounces to riding 300 feet, 6 inches above the ground.
Nice putt by
stuff.
Sale.
Great putt by Sale there.
Yeah, he's working his way back. And these guys will all tap in for birdies, except for Bitney, who I think will take a par here. And now a word from our sponsor, Innova Discs.
To throw with big power, you got to throw smooth. I see too many beginners that throw all tensed up. For more tips like this, check out our 2018 Disc Golf Guide.
Here we are on hole number 6, a par 3 way uphill, and you've got a basket perched on the ridge there. Kind of a more traditional disc golf feeling hole here.
Yeah, this one isn't long, but it's way uphill and there's a low ceiling. I'd be impressed to see anyone get there.
Yeah, Barsby, that's a pretty good shot here. You'll have a putt at it. And Sale hits a tree there and still has a look. And
Bailey kind of leaves that one too low and just finds the ground right away. Oh, trying the uphill roller.
nice.
That kind of worked out. Come on.
Got to go right.
Come on.
And it rolls out there a little bit.
He might have a look at it from over
I
there.
think so.
That was bold attempt. I like it.
And looks like this one will skip and roll. I think
No.
it might have taken an edge off that pine cone.
Yeah, that
And-
pine cone had the roller idea too.
That pine cone's going to have a tough upshot towards that basket, I think. And Sale.
So will Sale, but he parks his upshot.
Yeah, it didn't really feel like running it. A lot can happen when you're throwing up towards a basket on a side of a hill.
Oh, no.
And there you see.
As seen by this shot, man.
Oh, and fortunately it hits a tree there. It doesn't roll too far.
Here he is again with the flick approach just over the top of the basket.
That was a good run. I'm going to leave him a putt, an easy putt. Barsby for 2 here. Oh, just low. And Bailey for 3.
Wow. Beautiful putt around that tree.
Mm.
Wow. I don't even know if you could
Love
see the
that.
basket from where he was, but perfect.
He's usually good for one of those around, at least.
And Bitney.
Taking the bogey here, but entertaining to watch. And Sale tap in for his 3. Hole number 7, another downhill shot, about 430 feet. Tucked behind the tree there. Really, you can go around the tree either way. I think the lefty route's a little bit more forgiving.
Yeah, that's what this camera angle sort of shows you, the lefty or righty forehand route. I saw a lot of players going out to the right as well, but Barsby's going to try his flick. He says settle, and it does.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of circle's edge there, maybe a little outside. Here's Mike Sale hanging one out to the right. Should mention, Mike Sale holds a couple of Guinness World Records in disc golf.
Oh, really?
I'll tell you about those during their putting, but let's see what Bailey does. That's way out left, but I think he'll end up all right.
And it's hard to tell what the wind's doing out there. And Bitney.
Definitely looks like a headwind. Wow, that's bouncy.
Up and down. And
Looked pretty
tombstones.
Good. Yeah.
And here's Bailey's putt for 2. And just a little bit short.
See if Barsby can get his. Come on. Oh, thought it was going in.
He knew out of his hand.
So yeah, Sale has the Guinness World Record for the most disc golf holes played in 24 hours. For 2,900 holes played in just under 24 hours in Spotsylvania, Virginia. And he also
2,900
Yeah.
holes? How is that possible?
It's insane. He also co-holds the record with his buddy for the most unique disc golf holes played in 24 hours for 500 disc golf holes over 40 courses in about 22.5 hours across the Twin Cities area. Unbelievably crazy.
Hole number 8 here, 243 feet. Pretty simple. You got to get through the trees, stay short of the road. Road and beyond are OB on this hole. Barsby's going to go to the left.
Come on.
And
Not bad, a little short. Yeah, a couple different ways through this track of trees. That could do it if it hyzers out, and it will.
When I saw that out of his hand, I thought it was going over the road.
Me too.
I think there's probably some kind of a wind out there.
Yeah, the uphill takes a little distance off of it, and I guess the wind does too. Because these guys are coming up short on a 240-foot hole, you know.
I think they're just trying to stay safe.
That must be a stable disc.
Yeah, that's nice. And all these guys will have tester putts here.
Bailey, who came in leading the pack, now has Barsby surpassing him by a couple strokes.
Yeah,
So-
and Bailey will definitely par this one, so there'll be 2 strokes spread between them. Nice putt by Sale.
He liked that one.
Yep. And Bitney.
Oh, no. I mean,
That
he's
bounced.
as surprised as we are. That just hit center pole, popped out. He does have this sort of Anheuser putt, doesn't he?
I don't want to blame his technique on that
No,
one.
no,
That
I'm
looked
not
like a
blaming it
pretty
at
good
all.
putt.
I've noticed, you know,
Yeah.
he really sends them up.
Yeah. Here's hole number 9, par 4. We're sort of showing you 2 different routes to the basket, because you have to either punch out to the right or to the left from where the tee pad is, and it's a big uphill shot.
That's some trippy footage,
393
man.
foot.
I don't know if I've seen anything like that. It's hard to follow with both eyes, but that's pretty cool.
Barsby takes the left route and hits the tree, and not too bad. He's out there and up.
Looked a little short, I'd say, but I don't know. 393 feet uphill.
It's not reachable, I don't think. Sale's happy with his shot, and he's still about 100 feet short of the basket. That's probably about as good as you can do here. Looks like Andrew will leave this one a little bit left and should have a good angle at the basket from there at least.
And all of them going with that left side. That looked pretty inside line.
Yeah, I think he hits a tree early and drops down. I'm surprised that no one took the right side line on this one.
Also, probably depends on what the wind was doing. But that looks great for an upshot on a par 4. He should get a birdie there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bitney looked like he was sort of running up, but then decides to do more of a standstill, which is definitely smart on a wet day like this.
And a nice run at the basket. Yeah.
Barsby's also right there.
It's so hard throwing uphill when you're at that angle, when you're not on level footing. But these guys are making this hole look easy.
Yeah, let's see if they can convert for birdies here. Mike Sale gets his. Gregg Barsby. I just want to say it. He gets his. Come on. Yes.
Yeah, should be a bunch of cleanup work here.
I just want to say star frame right now.
I think you're right.
Oh, come on. When it's always on that last person with the shortest putt, but you know, Lewis has it. Yeah. Nice. All right.
Yep.
First star frame of the 9 here. And that actually wraps up the first 9 of the second day. And in fact, the first 27 of the tournament with 27 more to go. At this point, we have Gregg Barsby leading at 7 down, Andrew Bailey following him with 5 down, Louis Bitney 3 down, and Mike Sale 1 down.
Pretty fun to watch these guys out here tearing it up under these conditions. Overall, some very impressive golf. Wouldn't you say?
Unbelievable. Look at that shot by Andrew Bailey. Some great golf, some great filming. Thanks to all our film crew.
And special thanks to Scott Riley, without which this whole tournament wouldn't be happening. We wouldn't be playing out here without him.
Look at those game faces. I love it.
Yeah, this is just when you're out there in the rain and you're just trying to get your shot off and keep your grip.
Keep your cool.
Yeah.
These guys have it. I love that. The water just flinging off the disc.
Yeah, this is all, these are all slow motion drives from the very next hole. Hole number 10, a huge downhill bomb. And we'll be bringing that to you in about a week's time.
Please share our videos with your friends, with your local disc golf, Facebook pages, and please come out and visit us here in the East Bay. Great courses in Oakland, Berkeley, San Francisco. We've got some other tournaments coming up. We're hoping to provide some footage for them, including the Oakland City Championships in March. This is Case and John from Local Route Productions, and we'll see you out there.
See you out there.